My name is Philippa Rees, and the title of my book is Involution, an Odyssey Reconciling Science to God. Well, Involution, an Odyssey Reconciling Science to God was originally written as a scientific monograph 45 years ago. In one point, you could say it's almost the longest autobiography ever written because it starts with the Big Bang and it ends up with now. But it's a voyage in which your guides are soul and reason takes the reader through the history of scientific understanding, and soul reminds the reader that music and art parallel what science is doing. I'm not sure that inspired is quite the word I'd use. I think dragooned, compelled, until I couldn't deny it any longer. But I think that there are three components which added to it. One is that I grew up in South Africa, straddling the divides between black and white society, between very impoverished rural society and very wealthy mining society. I had a black and a white mother, and my parents were half Boer and half British. So I think the conflict and the need to make my own sense of the world meant that writing was the way in which I did that and had to do it. I don't think anybody would think my books had even gone near a genre. One is a book that uses a form of symphonic prose, as it's been called, to re-describe the history of scientific thought and the history of human philosophy. I want more than the story. I want the depth of the water, I want the depth of the era, I want the place where it happened, not to be explicit, but to bubble up. So although it looks like poetry on the page, it is easier to read than poetry.